Hey all you Starfinders out there, I'm David, the Digital Dungeon Master, and in this particular video we are going to be taking a look at a couple of the Pathfinder map packs. We're going to be looking at the Starship Chambers and the Starship Corridors map pack. Alright everybody, so here is the Starship Corridors on the left, here is the Starship Chambers on the right, and these are going to be good to use around the table. Now, I am starting a game at the beginning of next year, so I'm trying to build up, and seeing that Starfinder is new, I'm trying to build up my arsenal of sci-fi maps, if you will. And there's only 3 flip mats out now for Starfinder. So I was looking through the Pathfinder map packs and the flip mats and stuff, and I found these too. These have actually been out for several years now, but they definitely have a sci-fi theme, so I wanted to pick them up so I could use them around my table. And the good thing is about these map packs, you can also pick these up in PDF form, like I said, for around the VTT, and you can get the PDFs from the Paizo website. Now, these things are actually pretty cheap. I got these on Amazon.com, and the corridors, that's going to cost you on Amazon $13.75. So there's 18 front and back tiles that you can kind of mix and match and put together. So $13.75 on Amazon, and if you have Prime, you'll get free shipping. And on Paizo's website, they're $13.99, which is retail, but you got to pay for shipping on the Paizo site. And then you can get the PDFs. Both PDFs are $9.99, and both cost $13.99 on Paizo's site. Now, the Starship Chambers, that's just a couple cents cheaper. It's $13.62 on Amazon, and it's also covered by Prime. So let's take a look at these. I don't have any of these map packs yet, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the quality of these. And hopefully they'll have a high gloss like the map packs, or the flip mats as they call them. All right, so looks like they got the covers on these as well, and it looks like the covers actually hold everything. Oh wow! So how do you get these things open? Oh, oh wow! These are actually in a box. Now this I like. Man, look at that! It's like opening up like a deck of cards. Let's take out this the corridors here. Wow, these are high gloss, just like the flip mats. Oh, these aren't double-sided. Oh, wow. I wonder why they're not double-sided. That's a lot of wasted space. And there's really not a lot on these. These are just like straight halls. I know it says corridors, and I know it's what it's promoting, but you figured you at least have maybe some TV monitors or some data panels that you could actually have a little bit more color. But yeah, there's just yeah, these are pretty nice, and they got a high gloss, so I'm sure that well, it says that you can write with dry erase on them, so there's a 4-way. So these are pretty nice. Here's one that's not just straight chambers. Here's a ladder. All right, pretty nice. Oh, a couple of these are kind of a little hard sticking together. Kind of got to break them apart. But I do like that they have a box that these things come in. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I wish there was more of these. And here's one with a door. Here's one with some cryo tubes or something where bodies are being stored. So let's take a look at the Starship Chambers now. And I'm hoping that both of these are kind of compatible with one another to where they'll kind of fit together, you know what I mean? That way you can kind of mix and match and put together something else. So let's kind of break these apart. All right, so it looks like, yeah, it looks like, let's see, let's put these together. Yeah, it looks like they'll fit together. I mean, you'll kind of have to unalign the cards. But yeah, you can definitely put them together. It seems like the same artist did these anyway. Now, I like these because these have a little bit more colors you can see. Now, look at that. Some forest or maybe a garden. There's some more doors. Yeah, that's nice. There's like a sleeping chamber. Here's some type of like maybe a medic chamber. Yeah, these are nice. So yeah, that's nice that these chambers will go with the corridors. And I was also looking on the Paizo website, and in February of 2018, there is another Starship Chambers map coming out. I think it's Starship Chambers or Starship Rooms or something like that. So they'll be coming out in February. So you'll have a third map pack, and supposedly it's going to be compatible with the others. They'll kind of work together. So as you can see, you can get the dry erase markers. You can write on these. Looks like you can see the red, the blue, and the black. So that's really nice. The Starfinder map packs, the flip mats, they're pretty dark. Well, the terrain and the basic star field. But yeah, it looks like they'll just wipe right off. So that's pretty nice. Plus, I've also read that you can keep things wrote on these for quite a while, and they'll just still wipe off. They won't actually dry and ruin the map. So, but that is nice that these will work together. So you can take one from each and kind of put them together. So that's a cool thing. You'll just have to overlap the cards, which, you know, you could use a little bit of that crafting putty, and you could put it on a large piece of tack board, and you know, as long as you don't leave the putty on there for too long, you shouldn't have a problem. But it looks like these are all single-sided as well. So I kind of like the single-sided better, because even though you're not getting all the different variations that you possibly could, you're not going to have panels that you would like to use, but you can't because it's on the other side of a panel. So I kind of like that. And I like I do like the box that it's stored in. I think that's brilliant. I love that. I wish the folders for the tech dungeon here, it's got a folder, you know, and I wouldn't throw these away. I mean, I'd keep them, but I wish there was a pocket or something, or at least maybe a box like that. That would be pretty nice. But I definitely like these. These things are high quality. They're a real thick card, as you can hear. And I'm impressed. These are the first map packs that I've bought, and I'm going to get that Pathfinder map pack coming out in February, where it has the other spaceship stuff. So, all right, let's switch over to the digital view, and I'll let you guys see these panels up closer. All right, so here is the Starship Chambers PDF, and we're going to go over really quickly all of these different tiles. There's 18 of them here, and I do like the colors in this map pack. I do like that it is a little bit more extensive on the colors compared to the corridors, but then again, I mean, the corridors is as advertised, but there's some, looks like there's some type of forest here. It looks like you'll put these together. And on the back cover, I'll show you guys, there's actually a sort of like a schematic for a way to put them all out to get use out of them that way. Here's that barrack again. There's that workroom, probably a medic chamber. Here's a workroom. Another science lab or something. Here's a storage room with some barrels. Some more. There's probably that could be the drift engine right there for Starfinder. Maybe a little temple out in the wooded area, or the garden maybe. There's a couple of corners. And in here you can see, I'll kind of zoom in a little bit more. You guys can see here's how to put all these together to make one large map. So pretty nice. I like this. I'm definitely going to use these both around the table and the virtual tabletop. And here are the Starship Corridors. There's also 18 panels here. And the good thing is these are compatible with one another, because I lined up the actual physical tiles, and they lined up. However, I mean, you'll have to finagle it a little bit by kind of overlapping them with one another, but it will definitely work if you need a couple of extra corridors. But yeah, as you can see here, I wish there were a couple more colorful monitors on the walls, maybe some glowing runes on the floor or whatnot. Definitely nice though. And like I said, there's the other Starship Chamber that's coming out in February 2018. And it looks like that map pack actually has quite a bit of color on it as well. So stuff like this, I wish there was a little bit more of this, like more monitors and ladders and whatnot. But still, like I said, these map packs are really nice. They're high quality, and I am definitely going to be using them in my online games and also around the table. And you can get like a huge piece of cutout board, and you can take these little miniature map tiles, and you can put them with some of that crafting putty, and you can hold those down so they won't slide around on you as well. That would be a good idea to do. And here's what the chamber would look like. Zoomed in, putting all of these together. So there we are, everybody. That is the Starship Corridors and Starship Chambers Pathfinder flip maps that you can actually use for Starfinder. Pretty cool. I didn't even know that these were out for several years. I like the quality, and I'll be honest with you, I like the high gloss that you can actually use wet dry erase markers on them. I also like the box that they come in. That's pretty nice. It'll be easy to keep them stored. And the quality, they're really tough. They're really they're not hard to bend, but I mean, they're a thick card stock. So I definitely recommend getting them. And the colors on the PDF are just absolutely beautiful. Although I will say about the Starship Corridors, I felt that it was a little bland, and it could have used maybe a little bit more color with maybe monitors or maybe some workstations in the chambers, or maybe some other hallways leading to a couple of other smaller chambers. But anyways, I'm definitely going to use these around my game starting next year. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I really hope you did. Please do me a huge favor and give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And you can check out all of my other Starfinder, Dungeons & Dragons 5e videos, and Fantasy Grounds stuff. So once again, everybody, my name is David, the Digital Dungeon Master. And until next time, happy gaming and stay safe.